Well, it looks like we got our first death in the books, folks. As you know what? With this series, we knew it was going to be dark. We knew it was going to be chaotic and crazy, but I didn't expect the first death to hit me in the feels. And maybe that's because it was so close to what we just seen in Danganronpa 3 Zetsubo Hen, and I won't spoil that series or get into it. But with the character that we lost today, definitely parallels to something that we saw then. And what is it with the lovable neat characters getting killed off this year? I mean, that's just crazy. But anyway, Magical Girl Raising Project, Episode 2, First Death Under the Books, as we lost a character by the name of Nimurin this episode. And she was lazy, she was a neat, but you know what? She was lovable. Everybody liked her in the chat room. She was sweet, she was nice, and basically her ability was that she was able to go into people's dreams. So what she would do was go into dreams and basically fight off nightmares for people, and that's how she was getting her magical candy. However, Faye basically pointed out that those points don't transfer over into the real world, and she was fine with that. She just wanted to do what she was doing, and she is like making people's dreams more happier, as we actually get the rules laid out for us in this episode that at the end of every week, the girl with the least amount of magical candies will be eliminated. So we just saw that happen. So there are 16 magical girl total, and there's still one that needs to come. They said she'll be coming next week, and that number needs to be cut in half. And the reason that Fave says this has to be done is because the magical girls themselves, they absorb so much mana from the city itself that it will cause it to be depleted unless they count the numbers down. And he said he did a miscalculation because he gave these magical girls these abilities, but he made this miscalculation that he didn't know this was going to happen. Come on, I don't buy that shit at all. And it's hard, very hard. Again, I mentioned this last episode, it's hard to compare this to Madoka, not to compare it to Madoka Magica, because that series did so well with turning the magical girl genre and this genre in general on its head that you're always going to have parallels to it, but sometimes it's a little bit too blatant with this series, as Fave is definitely coming off as QB, or even kind of like Monokuma from Danganronpa. Again, another parallel that we can compare this series to, as he's going to act like he doesn't know what's going on. Come on, he wants to see the carnage happen. He wants to see this blood happen, and I can tell you, if they're starting with the fields, I can imagine the type of death we're going to see before this is all over. He's even beginning to manipulate things behind the scenes or behind people's back, as he approached Ripple by saying, you know what, that Calamity Mary girl, you might need to take her out because she's making a little bit too much noise, as she's definitely making that website of all the things that she's doing, basically being a vigilante and taking people out on her own will. So you can see him trying to pit people against each other there. But the thing is, going back to Nimurin and what happened with her, basically they have a ceremony to announce who has the lowest points, and once she got to her announcement that she had the lowest one, she said goodbyes to everybody, and then we see her in the real world. She just sitting on the bed and she's like, well, I guess it's time for me to stop being in need anyway, because once she lost and she had the lowest points, she was actually deleted from the game by Fave, and everybody was looking like, wow, that's a little bit extreme, and she was bummed out about it. However, he says you have until midnight to transform one more time if you just want to give it one more shot, just to see how things are. And it was about 15 minutes before, so she uses that last 15 minutes to actually go into the dream of a little girl who idolized the princess. However, that was the last time that she's gonna have this dream or magical girl transformation, as her parents go up to her room and she is dead. I mean, her arm is slumped over, just laid on the bed. You can just hear her parents screaming. I mean, it was really agonizing, really sad, as her little communicator device went away. So that leaves me questioning one thing as well. If they have a time limit of their last transformation once they decide that they are the loser, is it always going to be at this time? Or I can almost see somebody wanting to go out in a blaze of glory before that midnight hour hit, and somebody's going to have to take them out. I can just see that coming, and it's going to be probably amazing or really heartbreaking once we get to that point. But a huge part of this episode was getting the backstory between Ripple and her mentor Top Speed, as we go back to how they met each other, as Top Speed and Ripple are complete opposites of each other, or perfect opposites, as Ripple is the ultimate tsundere. She always going, you know, she just annoyed by life. She just wants to be left alone. While Top Speed is the exact opposite. She's happy, she's optimistic, but the reason why she chose to mentor Ripple is that she saw that same type of person in Ripple that she used to be. And she clearly used to have a dark side and found some light somewhere. She's now just as happy as can be. We also get insight on Calamity Mary, who shows up, and there's actually a rivalry between these three, or these two rather, as Calamity is actually having beef with Top Speed because Calamity was supposed to be next in line to be the mentor, and then Top Speed just swooped in and took Ripple under her wing, so she was upset by that. And of course you got some cowgirl versus ninja action going in, as Ripple just does not like how this girl is cut at all. I mean, Calamity Mary is a freaking savage. I mean, she straight up tried to shoot Top Speed in the head while she was walking away, but thankfully Ripple was there to deflect her shot away with the kunai looking beast, and it looks like we got a waifu wars. I am definitely loving Calamity Mary so far, as even though she's a yandere, she's a heel, she has a very nice design out there looking very sexy, and again, I cannot wait to see her and Ripple clash. Moreover, I cannot wait to find out what her ability is, as we found out that Top Speed can basically go at top speed literally on her broom, while Ripple, as we found out last week, that she has a guaranteed hit with her kunais. So that's awesome as well, and I cannot wait to see these two get into it / throw those hands in. But also, of course, we have to touch base with our main characters, Snow White and La Puso, as I pointed out last week, I kind of underestimated Snow White's ability in this type of world, as she can hear the thoughts of others in danger. That makes her the perfect wing girl, especially for someone like La Pucille, and she actually has the highest points among everybody because she can get to the danger first because she can hear it. So these two are working in tandems, you know. Snow White hears the danger, they go through and save people, thus getting all the points. But you can also see the jealousy coming up between others as well, as you know, when you got a competition, it's always everybody that wants to be the best. Snow White truly wants to be a hero, and you're gonna have other people that's on the other side of things who are looking like, what makes her so great? How is she so special? Wouldn't be surprised if we see some other girls try to take each other out before this is all over. I mean, that's definitely going to happen, as we do get the consequences of what happened if you don't get enough points. How long is it going to be before people probably find out that they can take points from each other or something like that? I'm telling you, shit is going to hit the fan, and when it does, it really is going to hit the fan, because things are still a little bit too nice. Just like I said at the top of the episode, even giving us kind of a sad death instead of a straight up gory one. When these monsters and goons start coming in and they start going for each other's throats, that's where the fun is going to begin. So overall, I love the tone of this series so far. This was a very solid episode, and the ending theme was beautiful. It's just pure beautiful, as I loved it, and it's probably the best one I've heard so far. I'll probably have to go and skim through everything and listen to the rest of them, but I'm definitely feeling the ending song for this series. So guys, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. If you liked this video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there is not a shortage of content for you to indulge in on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys tomorrow for a review of Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2, and I'm going to have a live reaction for Tiger Mask, so we'll get it in then. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.